How's it going, Ding Dongs? Welcome back to Ding Dong Drywall. Today, we're doing drywall. Just kidding. Just wanted to show you guys basement. You can see I'm almost done with all the drywall. This used to be all just framing. Put up all the drywall on the ceiling. All I have left is the closet wall here and this wall. But I can't do that because I have a lot of orders. You guys ordered a lot of headlights, so I've been printing those nonstop. I'm out of plastic, ordered more. Quick little update. The main thing we're doing today is sanding. Lots and lots and lots of sanding. The front bumper and the rear bumper have not been sanded and coated twice yet. I like to coat everything twice. That seems to smooth everything out really nicely. You can see the quarter panels and the fenders. They're very smooth and ready for Bondo and all that, but the bumpers have only been coated once. They need more work. I'm gonna clean this table off and I'm gonna do them one at a time, get the sawhorses out. Hopefully they don't fall over this time. So I'm gonna sand one, coat it, let it dry, and then sand the other one while it's drying, and then coat that. We'll be done. Hopefully the bumper doesn't fall apart, because if you remember, I dropped it. One coat of epoxy and a little bit of carbon fiber on the inside will hold it together, but we will find out once I start taking it apart. So let's just get right into it after I move all this drywall. Man, 2 weeks ago, all the maple trees were coming all over the place with their little seeds. Now all the freaking cottonwoods are coming everywhere. So much freaking fluff everywhere floating around. It's like, man, non-stop this spring. It's just seeds after seeds after seeds. All right, it's the next day, and while everything was curing, I finished the drywall in the basement. So you see, all done. Probably want to see what I just did, and here it is. So you saw I reinforced this area where the original bumper meets the printed bumper. So this is all nice and rigid now because this was flexing, especially these corners here. They were flexing. I still have to reinforce these. As you can see, those are very soft still. This one's actually broken and I super glued it right here. I can't do that though until I get a new hood, because the hood that flipped up in the video where I took the car out, that hood is now not lining up at all with anything because the hinges are also messed up. So another thing I did was I added carbon fiber here because this was flexing quite a bit, and also here where it's mounted to the original bumper. So I basically just overlapped it so that it's really sturdy attached, because every time I would take the bumper off, this area would flex and it would slowly detach more and more from the printed bumper. So that's it for the front bumper. The rear bumper, you saw I coated the entire thing, as well as I added carbon fiber to the inside here because this whole area was very floppy. This is now much more rigid because we need rigidity for mold making. So this bumper is ready to be sanded for its last time, and it's gonna be ready for body work to fill in all the little cracks and gaps and all that stuff. This bumper needs to be sanded for the first time on the outside and coated one more time because this only has one coat on it. That has 2 coats on it. The rest of the car has 2 coats on it. Throw it back on the time lapse. Let's sand this guy, leave it for the next video, and then sand and recoat this guy. Oh, and then I gotta sand the grill. This already has 2 coats as well. I just gotta sand it. Let's get to it. Perfect, perfect timing. I guess I'm wet sanding today. Well, the rain put a bit of a damper on my plans. I wanted to cover the front bumper in more epoxy, but now that it's wet, I don't want to risk any water getting in the epoxy. Let everything dry over the week because it is going to be very warm this week. Perfect, honestly, for body filler and all that because everything cures very quickly. I'm also going to finish designing the side skirt. So next video, we're going to start the body work, or maybe I'll do the side skirts. We'll see which one I'll do first. The grill splitter thing is an absolute nightmare. I put way too much epoxy on it and I put it on way too dry, so it's super bumpy, and I gotta hand sand all of this area because I can't get the sander in there. I'm gonna try to put my little belt sander thingy in there. Try to squeeze that in. Maybe that will be the savior of this project, but yeah, quite a bit of sanding still to go, but the body work can start. This gap here, I'm gonna 3D print a piece to fill it in instead of using an inch of body filler or half inch of body filler. I think that would be way easier just to glue a piece in there. So now that you've seen the basement, or the Ding Dong Dungeon as I call it, is now complete with drywall, expect more live streams. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. There definitely will be a live stream for the side skirt modeling. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss that, because that's the only way you'll find out if I'm streaming or not. All right, well, this video is a little short, so I did something else. I filled in all the gaps on both of the bumpers with panel bond. I had just like a tiny bit of panel bond left, so I thought might as well use it up to fill in any gaps. Obviously the front bumper had a lot more because the rear bumper I already had filled in some gaps. You can see I only did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And this one's just literally almost every seam everywhere, especially here where the bumper broke. I filled that hole, all that in here as well. Ready for second coat of epoxy. Well, after I sand it. And in other news, bought a truck. Been a dream of mine to get a tow rig. This is literally the cheapest 3rd gen Tundra I could find almost anywhere that was also a hybrid. So yeah, if you guys want to see a review or whatever on this thing, or any details, let me know in the comments, because it's just gonna be completely stock and you'll see it towing stuff, and that's about it. But if you guys want to see an in-depth video or like a review video or whatever, I can do that. But that's gonna be it for this one, Ding Dongs. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a short one and not much happened, but I promise the next videos are gonna be a lot of work, a lot of sanding, a lot of body filler, and a lot of progress. I also got one of these things. You guys have probably seen these all over the internet. He did a review on one of these. He sprayed car parts and car paint with this electric sprayer, so no compressor needed, no fancy gun needed. Painted a whole car with just that thing. Primer and clear coat, I think is gonna be perfect for this. And maybe even in the future painting a whole car, we'll see. That thing's gonna need paint when it's an LFA. Make sure you subscribe, you don't miss that. Gonna be obviously doing kind of like a review, or I don't know what you would call it. Can you do this type of work with a cheap paint sprayer? The thing was only 48 bucks, which is insane. That's cheaper than Harbor Freight. And it comes with nice brass nozzles instead of plastic ones, which is, I think, why it works so well. But that's gonna be it for this one, Ding Dongs. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss these videos and any live streams I may be doing. Check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel directly. Check out the merch, like this Gap Sauce Corp logo that I kind of stole from Dragon Ball, and also have a t-shirt with the same design. But yeah, check it all out if you guys are interested. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Peace out, stay sweet, and I'll see you guys next week.
America, America. Do you have your passport?